G'day guys, my name's Nye and welcome back to Automobilista 2, where we are continuing the COPA Montana Custom Championship, aka the mini version of the 2023 Save Data Racing Series. Last time we did the 3 hours around Kyalami Classic, and the game kind of bugged out a bit at the end. I very much did hit view replay, and then it decided to restart the round for some reason, so then I had to do it again off stream, and when I went back and did it off stream, all the points and everything kind of just reset to 0. So, but if I hadn't done that, then we wouldn't have been able to move on to the next round, so I kind of had to. So we're gonna go into round 2 with 0 points across the board, which is weird. The game might break again this time. We'll find out. We have a couple of 15-lap races in this one, and then we're also going to be doing the 100-lap race for round 3 today as well. Now, this first one is going to be interesting though, because it's, well, it's Indy Thunder. If anyone remembers what we did, I don't remember if we did it in 2024, but we did it multiple times in 2023 because it was a bunch of fun. We did a little thing called Indy Thunder or Indy Rain, where we took to, yeah, I think we did do it in 2024 as well. We took to Indianapolis Oval in a thunderstorm, which is not really not really what we want. Anyway, what is this one? This one is, there's no practice, it's just straight into qualifying for this one. So we've got the tires on. Actually, we don't. Oh yeah, that's the other thing about oval stuff. There is no wet tires. When it comes to oval racing, there is no wet tires. Which means we're going out on slicks, which is exactly what we had to do, if I remember correctly, in the actual Indy Thunder as well. So we're going out,
stay behind the line
here
okay,
on
we've got
slick tires.
We've got cold tires.
Presumably the AIs are going to handle this a little bit better than I am. I've already run out of the bloody thing.
Clear low.
Oh god, oh god, oh god. I'm trying to find the... Don't hit the wall, please. Trying to hit the button to disable the BGM. Oh god, can we just go into like 5th gear here? We might have some grip. There we go. Kind of. Yeah, this is gonna be very, very interesting. Especially with the current setup of the car, because I've set this up for, well, for the dry run around Indy, and it is very unstable. I may have to reset this to default just for this specific run, for this round, but we'll see. Oh god. No turning, straight into the wall. Of course, we have damage on, which is something we didn't have in the actual Indy Thunder. There was no damage in actual Indy Thunder, if I remember correctly. So that's going to make this probably a little harder, especially because the AIs are very much able to go way faster than we can in this weather.
Outside. Clear outside.
Ooh. Yeah, I think we're going to have to change the setup. So we're going to quickly return to the pits. Edit setup. If we just... Okay, well, we can't really do that, but we can just hit reset. Yep, reset everything. That did not reset that. Reset everything in there. Reset everything in there. Reset everything in there. That did not reset the downforce, which is interesting. Downforce, I think default is 6. Other than that, I think we're all fine. So
the leader has just done a 107.0.
I might have to like massively increase the downforce even further. but I don't think we're going to get enough speed to get any form of downforce. So...
There's a car approaching. Stay in your lane.
Whoa, God. Alright, just go straight into 5th gear so that I can try and have some sort of semblance of drivability here. Yeah, Indy Thunder is... it's a tricky one at the best of times. But the fact that we very much do not have the option of running wet tires makes this extremely hard. And again, it was... I think it was the same when we actually did it. But we had damage turned off, so we could just chuck it into the walls.
106.8.
Oh god.
New fastest lap for Barrett, 106.5.
Because I can't reach the speeds that the AIs are going. It is literally impossible with the way things are, or with the way the physics work at the moment.
Outside.
Maybe I could get a better setup, but yeah, I don't think it's really going to be working. So basically, our tactic for these 2 races, because it's a double race, is going to be survive.
Outside.
Because
Clear
if this
high.
is anything like the actual round we did, or the rounds we did in 2023, it was a survival. By the end of the, I think we did 30 laps in the actual thing, which is why we're doing 15 here.
106.
Got a car high.
By the time we did all of that,
Okay, Eve. 5
we
minutes
were
to go. 5 minutes
basically the only people left in the race. All of the AIs had knocked themselves out. So we're gonna be kind of just hoping that they do that
Car on
again.
your inside.
Alright, I'm gonna try and floor it down the straight. I don't have the grip. Oh god. I cannot go full throttle at all. I cannot go full throttle. I think we're basically just going to be sticking to 4th gear around here, because that seems
Clear low.
the best mixture of
Inside.
we can have
Clear
some
inside.
speed whilst also having some grip. But of course we are going to hit the walls basically every time. Get a grip then. Yeah. Easier said than done. God damn it. Oh boy. Yeah, we're going to be hitting the walls a lot and damaging the car quite a bit. So this is going to be interesting. I don't know if we're going to be able to survive, but that's, again, the only tactic we can use is survival. Yeah, we're 20 seconds slower than the AIs here. 20 seconds slower than the AIs, and I cannot go faster.
Got a car low.
I cannot go any faster than that. Because we just don't have the grip. We do not have the grip to go faster than a 125. Whee! Okay, come on, let's get it back out onto the track. So we're going to be starting from the back.
Got a car on the inside. Rewind up
And then
top,
probably
inside clear.
finishing last
Turn 2.
in the actual, in both of these actual races. Again, if the AIs don't have the situation of just knocking themselves out and dying. God, when we're on the grass, there's no grip.
The guy in front has just done a...
Oh, there we go. We
109.6.
managed to get back onto the tarmac. This is going to be very bad. This is going to be extremely bad. And I don't think we're going to be able to do anything for these 2 races. Holy crap. It's going to be, yeah, again, it's just going to be a case of hope that they cause chaos. Watame has set a 106.04. Bloody hell. Yeah, hopefully we'll be able to do a little better once we get to the dry race. God damn it. I can't even
2
go
minutes to go, 2
straight
minutes. We're seeing front locking
when we're going
into
like
turn
less
3.
than 100
Alrighty.
right
Locking
now.
areas a lot.
Trying to go less than 100 kilometers an hour and we still can't go straight. Oh my god. Alright. Come on. Come on. God. Nope, nope. As soon as we breach 100, the car's lost control. This must be taking place near a tornado. It must be, yeah.
We're seeing rear locking into turn 4.
Oh my god, seeing the AI split me like that is terrifying. Oh god. Come on. Can we
Got
go?
a car low. Clear
Okay.
low.
We're going. Nope,
You're
not
up
going
high,
straight.
3 wide.
We're not going straight.
Clear low.
There's a car leaving the pit lane.
We're in the wall.
That's last.
I know that's last. There's not much I can do about that, Jim. We can't we don't even have the grip to do what we did in the 2024 one, which was just wall ride the entire time. Because at least when we were just wall riding the whole time, we still were able to get up enough speed. But, well, a couple of things there is that car had more power than this. I mean, we can try wall riding a lap, but like that car had way more power. It was a 2023 Indy car. Oh, fuck. It could actually stick to the wall. This thing can't even stay on the wall.
Just gone out of track limits.
Oh my... This thing cannot even wall ride in this situation. That's how bad this is. We can't even do the that tactic. Oh god, and now we're facing backwards. Oh, this is gonna be...
The bodywork looks pretty fucked.
Yeah, I imagine it does, Jim. I imagine it does. I'm really hoping, because the reason we did these, and the reason they were so much fun, is because of the carnage that happened in the actual race. I'm really, really hoping we get to see some of that. Because this qualifying session has been very tame from the AIs. Hopefully the race won't be. Full lock! No grip at all. Nope, nope. Again, full lock. Just return to pits. That's the end of that session. Alright, continue to race 1. Time to see if... Oh, I didn't even change my name, whatever. Time to see if we can actually...
15 laps.
Alright, you want 15 laps? Let's increase our fuel. That should... I mean, we're not going to finish 15 laps. We are not going to finish 15 laps. Thank you, Thunder.
Okay, Eve. Nice and neat. Stay out of trouble.
Oh, God.
Go, go, go.
Alright, let's start in, like, second gear, maybe. Now, we kind of have to start in first, don't we? Get up to speed, and then just early shift, quick shift it. Come on. Ugh. Just try and quick shift the whole time. That's fine. Now, we started with warmer tires than we had in all of qualifying, but those tires are not going to stay that temperature. They are going to drop very quickly. And they already are. But you can see how the warmer tires have increased the amount of grip we have, and yeah, those tires aren't going to stay that warm, unfortunately. They're already dropping, and we've lost control. Let's just keep an eye on the mini-map to see if the AIs have a big crash over here.
You're out of track limits there.
Oh god, no. No control. And the AI's got through turn 3 cleanly, which means we're probably not going to see the chaos, which is actually what makes this event work. Actually, coin starts at $15, ends with $50. I want to Persona free myself. Oh no. Oh no. But yeah, it looks like we're not going to be getting the chaos that actually makes this event worth it. So, this is just going to be an event of suffering. Because we don't get the actually interesting part of it. You'll surely catch up. Totally. Let's just see how long we can survive, I guess. Because we're going to probably end up just killing the car. Most likely. Just go around in 5th gear and inevitably end up killing the car, because once we slide, there's no saving it. There's no way to save the car once it slides on this. Because slick tires don't work.
Stay out. Some minor aero damage.
And we don't have the option for wets. Oh dear.
The bodywork's in pretty bad shape. We might need to fix that. Safety car out.
I caused a safety car because I just cannot go fast enough. I caused a safety car because I literally can't go fast enough. I think a driver should find a better tire sponsor. Yeah, probably. Oh my god. Are you serious? Are you freaking serious? I don't think we can... okay. Here's an idea.
Okay, pit stop requested.
Let's put the AI in control. If we can even get to the pits. If we can even get to the pits. Come on, let's just get to the infield there. The road course. Okay. Go.
Pits are open.
Nope, nope, nope. At this point, you need those Cyberpunk time tires, the ones with spikes. Yes. Yes, we very much do. Oh my god, okay. So let's just bring it around. Let's chuck it in the pits. Let's, oh god. I mean, we can... I don't know. Because it's like... either we throw it to the AI, or... we just... I guess... skip it. We're probably going to skip the second race at least. We're not gonna even attempt that. Ow. Ow.
Pit crew's ready.
I just want to see what the AI can do. I'll probably bring it back in and take player control again, but come on. Just, please, please, just stay driving forwards. Alright, slow it down.
What's your speed?
Yeah, we got a time penalty. I don't think a 10-second penalty is going to matter here. I don't think a 10-second penalty is going to matter. We're already multiple laps down. Oh my god. Alright. So let's give you... can I even stop it? I can. Good. Now let's see... Yeah, the AI can control it. There's also one other thing that I kind of need to do that I entirely forgot to do. And I should probably do it on my phone because I'm pretty sure if I alt-tab, it's going to freeze it up. God damn it. I will jump back in the car in a moment. Yeah, so the AI has no problem controlling it, as expected. Okay, okay. Except we can't really handle Indy Thunder. And this car. There we go. Come on. Thank you for actually giving me the option to pin the message. I still have to actually get into the habit of pinning messages for streams, because that's something Day does. It's not something that I'm used to doing. Alright. Let's just, now that I've done that, I can take back control. I think it's just going to end up back under safety car as soon as I do, though. We might as well just skip this one. Let's try it. Let's try to reach... Well, okay, I was going to say let's try to reach lap 10. The AIs are going to hit lap 15 pretty quickly, I would imagine. It's not going to take that long for the AIs to reach lap 15. Assuming we can actually... assuming we can, like, change up the
Green flag, we're racing.
What am I saying? Alright, assuming we can make sure that they don't do bloody safety cars. There we go, I can speak.
Pit crew's ready.
Oh my god. You're saying words. Am I though? I don't think I am really. God, even the AI is so slow. I mean, you have to be slow, but like, this is still faster than I can do it. This is still faster than I can drive the car. And it's using high amounts of revs. I cannot rev that high without spinning the car. So,
Pit speed limit.
it's really not much I can do. Oh, no. Man, I'm just disappointed that we don't get all the carnage. That was the entire point of doing this event in the past. It was a survival event. Everyone just couldn't make it to the end. It was only the three of us that were able to handle it.
All done, go.
Oh god.
106.0. Fastest lap for Baron, 105.8.
Come on. Come on. Let's try and get out of the pit lane here.
There's a car approaching. Stay behind the white line. Blue flag.
It's like the rain is actually there.
The tires are cold, watch out.
I know, right? Ugh. No, don't slide. Do not slide. Yeah, this was so much easier in Indy cars. I think because we were able to actually get it up to speed and then have downforce. I think that's probably what made it a lot easier with the Indy cars. Whereas this is
leading the race.
Not good at all. The Indies have grippers. Yeah, exactly. Come on. Come on. We've probably also got bigger tires. Like, yeah, they're still slicks, but I'm pretty sure they're bigger tires.
New fastest lap.
Come on, we can.
105.4.
But also, I think it was only the 2023 ones that didn't have wet tires. The other Indy cars, like the Gen 3s that we mostly used, I think they did have wet tires even on an oval setup, which is interesting because they seem to be the only ones. Obviously, this car does not have wets as an option on oval, so it's interesting. Yeah, I'm not sure. Oh my god, at least we've managed to kind of do a lap without losing control of the car here. I think you should invest in a hover vehicle. Honestly, yeah. I'll take a hovercraft over this right now. In this weather. In this weather, I'll take a hovercraft. Now what happens if we hit the boost? Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. I've hit the boost. I regret it. Actually, it's not really making any difference. It's really not making a difference. Ugh. Yep, that's fine. We've ended up in the wall there. Ugh. Here come the leaders again.
Line is now leading.
85 miles an hour.
Blue flag.
Oh god, no! No!
Safety car's out.
And there's the safety car again because of me.
Position behind.
Because I can't keep it on the track. Oh no. Alright, come on. Turn right to go left. Yeah, that's basically what's happening here. That is basically the situation we have to deal with. Okay, come on. Wall ride it. There we go. And then just try to stay on the wall this time. Last time we weren't able to stay on the wall. Let's just try to keep it on the wall. Do. And honestly, it doesn't really matter that the safety car is out. Even under safety car, I don't think we're going to catch up to them. Okay, that's okay. Sir, that maneuver is banned. I mean, yes, but... I'm pretty sure in NASCAR it was only banned in, like, recent years because it was, after it was done by... I can't remember his name. Wall riding around the final bloody... You know what? Okay, can we, No, we can't spin it around, damn. Come on, because it worked, exactly. Because it worked. Oh, come on. Keep it on the wall. Oh my god. Okay. Come on. I don't know what lap the leader is on at the moment. I swear the game used to tell me that, but they don't. Was that changed with the UI update, maybe? Because I swear the game used to say what lap the leader was on. I'm pretty sure that was a thing. But it doesn't anymore, which is disappointing. We don't have any other HUDs that show that, no. Okay. Now, safety car, you better not expect me to catch up here. You better not be expecting me to catch up. Oh god.
Quite a lot of aero damage. You might need to come in and get it fixed.
Yeah. Fuck.
Okay, Eve, get ready. Race will resume at the end of this lap.
Oh, good. Alright, let's just spin it around. The players will always outsmart God, the creator of games. Yeah. Come on, let's get moving. Let's go. Also, phone, can you actually... There we go, that's what I wanted. Come on, we've hit 100 kilometers an hour. The race is gonna go green pretty soon. I am at least probably gonna get onto the next lap before it goes green, I think. I hope I don't get caught by the safety car here. Oh no! I might get caught by the safety car! Uh-oh. No, we're still good, we're still good. We can go. And bet everything they don't like, which is everything, exactly. Come on, we can get to the line before the safety car catches us. Go, 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 go. Come on, come on. Sure, use a boost. Boost to the car. Yeah, we can ride the inside wall as well. That's okay. Why not? There we go. We go on to the next lap. Get ready. I am still pushing as hard as I can. Nope. There it goes. Which probably means we might end up immediately in another yellow flag.
Looks like that was outside track limits.
Go, go, go. No, I can't get it going again. Because I'm in first gear, I can't get it going. Yeah, speed up, you're too slow. Yeah, I can't do anything about that game. I'm also not turning that direction right now.
Car's coming out. Full course yellow.
Yeah, because I couldn't recover the car, the safety car immediately came back out. Doesn't help that we now have 17% on both suspension on that side. Oh my god. We're just gonna do most of the race under safety car because I can't do any... Oh no. Oh no. Oh, I feel so sorry for Muna and Aki. Oh, poor Muna and Aki. They're stuck behind me. Okay, there we go, now they... No, Aki's still there. Uh-oh. You're the safety car at this point. I'm the unsafety car. I am the unsafe car. Nope, nope, nope. As I'm proving. There we go. Oh my god. Alright, Aki's probably gonna... no, Aki's not gonna try and pass because we are going like 160 right now. Oh dear. I've just got my foot on the floor. If we spin, we spin. Screw it. Use a boost. There goes Aki. Use a boost. We're under safety car, but that doesn't matter. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Okay. On the plus side, we're almost at the end of this race. We are getting close to the end of this race. Ow! No! No! Come on! Come on! Oh yeah, I can disqualify myself by going the wrong way. That's a fair point. Okay, we're good, we're good. Just stay on the wall. Stay on the wall. Because there's no grip otherwise. I mean, there's no grip even on the wall, but... Oh no. Come on. Ah, man. I'm just so disappointed that we don't have the carnage that made this event so special. It was so good, but it's been ruined. I assume it's just because these cars are so much slower. The AIs can actually control them, even if I can't. Yep, you know what? That's fine. That's no longer fine. No longer fine.
Stand by.
Alright, come on. I'm full on the brakes. There we go. There we go. Spin it around. Okay. Go. Go. Come on. Come on. We can do this. We can do this. Come on. We can at least get to lap 10. We can at least finish lap 10. The problem is the AIs might be on their final lap by now. If they're not on their final lap now, they're going to be on the final lap next time around. I mean, we're 4.5 minutes down, so presumably that means we should be 4.5 laps behind them, roughly. Close to. So, yeah, like next time around might be their final one. I don't know. We'll find out. And around he goes. Exactly. Racing will resume at the end of this lap. I don't think it's going to be the end. I don't think it's going to be the end game. It's going to be halfway around this lap.
Right, Eve, get ready. Safety car's coming in.
Not even that. Actually, yeah, we might get halfway around the lap.
Safety car's out. Yellow flag.
Ooh, okay, there we go. Just floor it. Use a boost, why not? It's not like we have anything else we could do right now.
Turn 2.
I'm locking my fronts going into turn 2. I haven't even touched the brakes. How am I locking my fronts if I haven't touched the brakes? Jim? There we go. We got halfway around lap 10 before they went green. We were actually kind of catching up to them there. Hello, Night Roses. Nice to finally catch your stream. Zero, your resident synthetic rat folk racing driver and magical girl. It's lovely to finally meet you. Hello and welcome. This has not been the best entry point to these streams, I would wager. This is not a very good time to first show up. Things are going very wrong right now. But hello, Zero, welcome. Oh god, can't control the car. That's what happens when we put slicks, because we don't have wet tires as an option. Like, yeah, no wets. The rust from the water, he said with nervous laughter, exactly. Come on, no! We were doing so well. And there's the safety car.
Stay behind, Rosendahl.
Quite the reputation for my legendary bad timing, and my races haven't gone much better as of late. No worries. Fair enough. Alright, can we just chuck it in reverse? Anyway, the safety car's about to crash into us. I can't even stop the car. Oh god, I can't control it. Come on, get back. The unsafety car, exactly. No. I can't do anything. I can't get it back. Once you're on the grass, it's almost impossible to get it back onto the tarmac. Yeah, we're definitely, when it gets to the second race of this Thunder, we are just quitting it. We're retiring from it. I don't care. We're going to get the same points either way. Oh my god. He's the safety car. Everyone looks at his car and says, don't be that guy. Exactly. Exactly. Oh god. I think we've lost the car at this point. You know what? Yeah, I'm just gonna go down the road course. I'm gonna go down the road course there. Nope. Come on, can we just get to the end? I'm pretty sure they're about to finish the race, but it's still there. Let's try and finish this, and then we'll skip the next one, and we'll go straight to the half-distance Indy 500, or I guess the Indy 250, because we should be able to actually do that one in the dry weather. Hopefully. Ah, come on. That's fine. Yeah, I mean we can do fourth gear. I'm pretty sure they've finished the race now, or at least are about to. Jim hasn't said anything though. I suppose Jim probably won't say anything until we get to the line.
It's now open.
Okay, come on. Let's just get to the line, and then we can find out whether we're actually on the final lap or not. Jim gave up. Yeah, I don't think Jim is going to be too pleased after this one. We are going to get quite the earful.
Okay, your water and your oil are both looking pretty hot right now. Try and take it easy.
Oh, the car's finally overheating. Finally overheating. That's surprising. Surprising it took so long. Alright. Is that going to be the final? Yeah, there we go. Thank you. How much is the car repair? Yeah, I don't know. Well, we don't have a rear wing. That makes sense. The car looks surprisingly intact. Surprisingly. Well, we're not doing a cooldown lap. We're not doing the cooldown lap. Well, there we go. That's... Ollie, oh, it's a zombie car. It's fine. Exactly. Exactly. It's a zombie car. We don't have to worry about it. Alright, that's now on to race 2. And because we're not really going to do race 2 here, I am going to load up... was that the one that I wanted? I think that's the one I wanted. Yeah, that's the one. And then we'll set the car up for the next race, basically, is what we're going to do here. Drivetrain. Interesting. That should be... That's probably right, actually. Yeah, I think that should be off. I barely remember how the setup is supposed to work on this one. Anyway.
Oh, just had him drive through.
Drive-through penalty? I don't think that really matters. We're just going to return to pits and then skip to end. Because we're not going to be able to do anything there. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. That is going to be minimal points for both of those. And because we couldn't get points for the first one, we've come out of the first round with 0 points. We now do just have the least possible points. So we're starting from the back here, which is pretty bad. Pretty bad, but we're gonna do our best in the actual full-length race here. 1:05 is probably gonna be okay for this one. We'll probably increase it once we go on to the next race. Okay. Let's see if this goes well. What session are we going into? I can't remember if this one has practice. Probably not. I would wager it's just straight into qualifying again. Most likely. But if it's not, then that's... it is practice. Okay, so we do have practice here. That's probably a good thing because we have to kind of readjust and get used to how the car runs with this setup. Alright. So now we can actually drive the car. Now we can actually try and drive the car. Okay. Let's go.
Exit's clear. Cold tires all round.
Try and warm these tires up. Oh, it's so nice to have grip. Oh my god. We don't have much grip, but we have grip. Whoa, that feels good. Oh, that feels so good now. Tires are warming up already. Okay, out onto the track. Let's see what we can do in the 250-mile race. We should have significantly better luck, hopefully, unless we run the car too low, spin the car out. Because that's the thing with this setup right now. It's fast, but it's very unstable. It's very easy to just go a little too low in these corners and then completely spin the car. So it's going to be interesting. Technically, this was also not the fastest possible setup I could have gone for. This is just a more safe setup in regards to like engine temp and stuff like that. Because obviously the spool was it the spool? No, the ducting or the cooling or whatever is at a very low percentage, which means it's barely open. So the engine is not getting much air flowing into it, which makes the car faster because it's less drag, but it also makes the car harder to drive and adds a significant problem of overheating if we're not careful. We got Archer to admit he's a famous beat. Oh my god.
0.2 seconds.
You actually got him to admit it. Impressive. Alright, so car is not necessarily the fastest. Again, we've come into this after doing like Indy cars and supercars around this track, so this thing is, I'd say, disappointing in comparison on the speed front. But it should be interesting to try and compete because it's very easy. I mean, as I said, it's very easy to spin it out, but it's also, once we start fighting with other cars, we start actually racing, and we're in like a group of cars, that's when it becomes very, very easy to just make a mistake and end up completely spun around, and then we have to go on a recovery drive, assuming we don't get massive amounts of damage. But 0.8 faster, it's not going to put us into the lead, but it's going to put us to P7 there. So we'll take that. Again, the setup could be faster, but I just want to make sure the car doesn't overheat.
Car inside.
The guy behind.
You're clear inside.
But aside from that, I think that's the only thing I've really edited. Also, we're running heavy fuel, so we're not going as fast as we can. But yeah, aside from slightly editing that, I think everything else is like identical to the setup that is just the fastest on the time trial for this combo. I just went into the time trial and grabbed the number one person's setup, and then dialed it back down a little bit so that it wouldn't explode the engine in a few laps. Because a lot of those time trial setups are designed for very short, very limited range.
8th place.
So they can overheat and blow the engine very quickly, which we don't really want in a race. It's fine to have that for a time trial, but not really in a race. So we're going to see what we can do here with this. It should be enough to keep us competitive, and that's the main importance. That's the main part that really we really need.
Okay, 15 minutes left. That's 15 minutes.
Yep. And trying to remember the proper turn-in point for these corners and how much speed we can actually take into them. That's probably going to be the other thing that we have to just remember. Because it is, if we turn in a little too late or we go a little too fast, high chance we're just going to go into the wall. So we've got to be careful, especially when we have slipstream. Once we go into these corners with slipstream, it's probably safer just to back off instead of even trying to go for a pass. It's safer to just back it off and slow it down. Of course, once we actually get into the race as well, we will have boost for at least a few laps. I think it recharges like roughly every 2 laps, 1.5 laps. We'll have access to the boost. Okay. So far this is seeming pretty stable, which is good. I like that. We haven't been massively understeering, which is a problem I had in practice. When I was trying to make sure the car could be competitive. Because if I didn't know that I had to grab a fast setup for this, we would not be competitive with the AIs at all, which is not ideal. But one of the problems I always had was massive amounts of understeer, which currently we're not receiving. Probably will in the race, but we'll see. Could also just be the fact that we're so heavy on fuel at the moment. I think the weight of the fuel is helping us out. Which, speaking of, we should... Oh god. No, we went into that too late. A little bit of rear aero, don't like that. Fuel and tires. Slick oval, we're gonna jump the fuel all the way up. So 31 laps, okay. Interesting.
Okay,
so we'll probably have to pit twice? Yeah, we'll have to pit twice, I think. Yeah. And then we're probably going to have to, in the second stop, just take on a very small amount of fuel. I might just do aero. Alright. So, yeah, so we're not doing too bad in the practice here. Again, we're sitting 12th, which is not ideal as far as the pace goes. It's kind of mid-pack. But Honestly, mid-pack is kind of where I expect to be in this. Oh, there's the understeer. There's the understeer. Once the tires start degrading, that's when it starts to get really bad. Which is why we're definitely going to have to change tires once we do our stop. Too bad, I don't think these things are gonna last longer than 30 laps anyway. So that's gonna be interesting.
0.3 seconds.
Whoa. Okay, I think we are okay. I'm real quick going to just return to pits for a moment, and then we'll go back out with a repaired car in a second. There we go. It's kind of annoying, obviously. Oh, no, I don't want that. I don't want that. Kind of annoying in single player, the game sort of pausing itself on Alt tab. Obviously, not a problem in multiplayer. Alright. So let's just cruise around a bit. The fact that we had some aero damage was not really helping, but also, to be fair, we're probably going to end up with aero damage throughout the race. So, we'll see how it goes. We got 10.5 minutes left. Come on. Come on. Just a little bit on the grass there. A little bit on the grass there, that's okay. But yeah, once we get into qualifying, we'll lower the amount of fuel we have, and hopefully that'll be enough to bump up our pace a little bit. Ooh, cold tires. Hopefully that'll bump up the pace just a bit.
Alright, Eve, 10 minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left.
10 minutes. Which I think this was a 20-minute session, so half distance for the practice. Okay. Ooh, careful. Yeah, running that inside, running on the apron there is quite risky. Thankfully, we have not had a problem this session. But again, I think part of that is just because of how full the fuel tank is.
Inside. Clear inside.
Hello, Ruse. Crimson Ruse. Okay. As if we're able to ride the inside there a little bit. Again, thankfully, it seems to be working out right now. But getting used to that is dangerous. It's going to be a little bit dangerous to get used to doing that. Because again, I don't think we're going to be able to do that once we have lower fuel. So we'll see how it goes. Yeah, it's comfortable right now. It's really comfortable,
The guy behind
which I like.
59.0.
I was not used to it being this comfortable doing practice before, so I really do think it's just the fuel numbers. Because I think I was doing like 50 litres or something before, not 80 plus. Or 88 litres, I think is the max in this thing. Oh, that was too late. And of course, once you do turn into late, that's more or less it. Even slowing down a lot doesn't really seem to help.
High.
It's kind of just straight into the
Hold your
wall.
line.
Ooh,
On the
we got
outside.
Liz, we got Liz.
Clear high.
Let's just slip into slipstream behind the two.
P10.
Which again, hit the brakes a little bit there because of the slipstream. But again, the car's just so much more comfortable right now. I feel like I don't have to slow down as much as I
Car high.
am used to.
Clear outside.
Okay. Yep, sure. We'll bump draft Liz a little bit here, shall we? All right, hit the brakes. I think Ruse hit the brakes as well. That is something I noticed the AI is also doing. If they are the following car, they will slow down a lot into that corner. So obviously it's not just me who has to be careful with that. It is the AI is having to be careful with the slipstream as well. Alright, back to bump drafting.
59.1.
Little tap on the brakes there from Liz ahead.
58.1.
Ooh. All right.
Got a car on the outside.
Let's see if we can get past Liz now on the back straight.
You're clear
There we
outside.
go. We'll lift. I think we're still going too fast. We're still going too fast.
Clear
And
outside.
there's no turning there. Because we were on the dirty line, there was no turning once you get there. Which is very unfortunate.
That's barely a scratch, just ignore
Because
it.
that's probably what's gonna give us the most damage throughout the race. Just getting slightly offline, and then there's no chance of saving it. It just goes straight into the wall.
B11.
So 9% front aero, that's gonna slow us down a fair bit, I would wager, on this track. We're already half a second down. Already over half a second down on our best, because 9% front aero is just way too much. Going from the Rallycross Ascura the other day, or the other week, where damage literally didn't matter, to, oh no, 9% front aero is the death. It's the absolute death of our lap time. Oh god, was not online there. It was
5
very,
minutes to go, 5 minutes left.
very off the racing line. Use fourth gear there.
Car outside. Hold your line. You're clear high.
Rubber! Okay. Actually, I do kind of remember using fourth gear in the corners when I was doing practice. So let's see if that helps. Obviously, right now it won't with the front aero damage, but yeah, even with the slipstream, we're not really counteracting the damage. Yep, come on. Oh, we do not have the front downforce now as well because of that. Okay. Yeah, I think running fourth gear through the corners might be a bit faster.
Okay, Eve, there's a car exiting the pits, heads up.
We just need to make sure we have no damage, is basically the case. It is probably also going to heat up the engine temperature quite a bit more, which is going to be a bit of a problem. If it does, we may have to just go back to fifth gear a little bit. But so far it doesn't seem to be doing too bad on these couple of laps. I think the engine temperature is just kind of staying around 120, 119. We were too fast into that, and that's basically run over. If we get that amount of damage, it's no chance of catching up, or no chance of keeping up, rather.
Clear high.
So it's pretty much you need to repair that damage, need to pit at that point. Oh,
Car low.
we probably won't necessarily pit,
Clear
but we
inside.
won't be keeping up with anyone if we have this amount of damage. So well, you really just don't want to try and get this damage in the race. We want to try to avoid as much damage as possible, which means if we go offline, our best bet is probably just going to be slamming the brakes and hoping for the best. But even that is only likely to really decrease the amount of damage, is not really going to stop the damage. Because even slamming on the brakes, we're still going to just understeer out into that outside wall. which is a bit unfortunate. But yeah, any sort of aero damage on this track is game over. It is extremely bad news. So it's going to be interesting. Going to be interesting. I mean, that's why we usually run this one. We usually run ovals without having damage turned on, just because if you do get even a little bit of damage, it's almost guaranteed to end your race. So, yeah. That's why we usually turn damage off for these types of races in Save Data Racing Series. Alright. So let's just bring it back around and finish off the practice session. Whoa, Sora is swerving around a little bit. I'm probably just trying to get some heat into those tires.
Okay. Keep an eye on your oil temperature. It's creeping up.
We also have Laplace going around the outside.
Clear outside.
What's that? Oh, no, Laplace hit into the wall.
Carlo.
And then that is Rio going past to the inside. Hey, Laplace. Nice run into the wall there.
You're inside. Clear inside.
Oh my god. Yeah, so, oh my god. Ooh. We sent the car sideways there. Oh, because we don't have rear aero at the moment. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Even losing the rear aero will massively slow us down around here, I have found, which is unfortunate.
Carlo.
So yeah, any form of aero damage is going to be what we want to avoid. We are running too hot at the moment. I don't know if that's because of, well, because we were running the whole time in 4th gear there, to be fair. I think if we do our normal changing to 5th on the straights, it keeps the temperature down around 120. But if we get damage and just stay in 4th gear, then it really bumps the temperature up. And that's when it starts doing engine damage. And we kind of want to try and last the 100 laps. We kind of want to try and make it to the end.
On the outside.
But we'll see.
Clear high.
We'll see how it goes. I'm not expecting a decent finish from this session either, so we're probably going to come out of today with barely any points, really. So let's bring it down to, like, yeah, 8 laps. Okay. Do. And let's get it out on track and see what we can do for qualifying. I am fully expecting to be starting mid-pack.
We have 9 minutes to get the job done.
But we are running lower fuel, which means a lighter car. So we will probably be able to get more speed out of it in this session. But yeah, I do not expect to be starting at the front. I am pretty sure we're going to be mid-pack, or maybe top 10 if we're lucky. Okay. Let's try and get these tires warmed up a bit. Do. Okay. Bring it down to 4th gear as we come around here. And then up into 5th. We might be able to get a little bit of slingshot or a slipstream from Muna up ahead, which will probably benefit this first lap around. Alright, 4th gear. Use 4th gear for these corners, just because it keeps the revs high. Alright, now we've got the slipstream. So this should give us a pretty good run. Now it's just a matter of making sure we don't overshoot this corner. which we very much just held on. I could feel the car wanting to let go there. Alright, don't go too low. I think we're still only going to hit a 59.
0.1.
I think we're only going to hit a 59 here.
That's pole.
58.8, okay. Well, 58.8 is definitely not too bad, but it is probably going to be... I don't know if it's going to be top 10, it might. Okay. Yeah, I feel like the fourth gear just isn't quite high enough, but also I don't think I can push fourth gear any further. The next step up on fourth gear in the settings is basically matching fifth gear, so I don't think I can actually edit that at all right now. Okay. And it looks like we might be able to do faster on this lap despite not having the slipstream.
Me too.
A little bit of an improvement. 58.76 there. Alright, bring it down to fourth. And again, that's going to just run it on the red line through the corner. There we go. And then switch out to fifth as we come back onto the straight. We're going to go slightly faster yet again. Presumably if we can make this stick. No. Oh, just kept it off the wall there.
58.1.
Just kept it off the wall. It was understeering like crazy there. And unfortunately that slowed us down a lot. That understeer killed the lap. Still going to be slightly faster, I think.
Okay, Eve, you got
Just
about 4 laps.
actually, no, it was identical.
It's
Because they're slightly faster? No, just completely identical. 58.76 again. But we are catching up to Rio up ahead. So we might be able to get a slipstream pull down the straight here. There's also people coming out of the pit, so we've got to be careful of them. But there we go, we got the slipstream pull on Rio. Callie is coming out in front of us.
You're clear inside.
Oh, now this is where it becomes dangerous, because we don't want to take too much speed into the corner there.
Car high.
Oh, come on. Come on.
Hold
Get a
your
good
line.
run through there. Yep, there we
Clear
go.
high.
Okay. Thanks to Rio, we got 0.4 there. Are we going to be able to hold on to the 0.4? That is going to put us up to P3.
Fuel remaining.
Nice. I will take a P3. That is way higher than I was expecting to be able to get in this. That was a really good lap. All right. Let's bring it out onto the straight. Now we've got Kobo. I don't think... I mean, we're going to get a little bit of a slipstream pull from Kobo, but it's not going to be... it's not going to be an improvement, I don't think. Laplace does a 58.004 there. But we're still in third place. Okay, let's see if we can get a pull from Kobo on the front straight, which will slingshot us and make us a little bit faster. Will not improve position though. Okay. We got Kobo sitting behind us. I don't think she's going to try and pass us, so we're not going to be able to get slipstream on this lap. Unless we come across here and just try to get the slipstream off of Chihaya as she's coming out of the pits. Not quite, we're too far back. Okay. Kobo hanging on behind us though. She's not letting go.
You've only got enough fuel for this lap.
Okay. Gonna be final lap on fuel. Ooh, we went too fast into that. Yep, into the wall there. Yep, that's the end of that. Okay.
We're seeing some minor suspension damage.
Whee. But of course, thanks to switching into fifth gear on the straights, as I thought, the engine temperature is not too bad. Even though we're redlining it in the corners, the engine temperature is not bad because of the fifth gear straights.
2 minutes.
So let's just run a simulation pit stop, just because we can at the end here.
1 litre remaining.
Because one thing we do got to do is slow it down to 60 instead of slowing it down to 100, which is what we're used to on this track. We got to slow it down all the way down to 60 kilometers an hour, which we managed there, so that's good. All right. So I got decent confidence to try and finish it at least in the top half, hopefully in the top 10 for this race. If we win, that'd be great. I doubt it's going to happen. It's all going to come down to whether we can hold on to the car, basically. If we can keep the car going without crashing into the wall, without causing any form of damage, which is going to be very difficult to do when we're in a group of cars in the actual race. So getting out of this without damage is probably not going to be possible. But if we can, then that is going to be ideal. That's going to give us the best chance of winning. We've been moved down to 4th place there. Marine has done a slightly faster lap. So it looks like it's going to be Laplace, Fubuki, Marine, and then myself, and then Watame closing out the top 5. Alright, and we can expect a 50-second pit stop, more or less. Fair enough. Oh, we actually got suspension damage from that, which I did not notice, and I didn't bother to repair. I didn't realize we had suspension damage from that. That's on me. Okay. That's fine though. Qualifying session over. So let's just get it around and we'll start the race. Ooh, a little bit on the grass there. A little bit on the grass there. Is that Mio coming up behind? I don't think Mio's going to be close enough to overtake us before the end of the lap though. Whee. So yeah, that suspension damage is probably not going to have been helping on these corners here. But there we go, 4th place on the start of the race. Not too bad, not too bad. Still 2nd row. So we shouldn't have too difficult of a start. If we can try and just stay clean on the start, then we should be okay. So let's give it a go.
The end of the session, P4.
Edit setup. Let's give ourselves
the pit window opens
a bit more petrol.
0, P4.
There we go. 88 liters, and then I think everything else is set up already. So let's jump straight into it, shall we? And hope for the best.
Watch the lights.
Oh, we got standing start. Okay, I thought this one was going to be rolling.
Green, let's go, let's go.
Let's go. Ooh, very slow on the start. Again, I thought this one was going to be a rolling start, but a standing start makes this a bit easier.
Still there.
Actually makes this a lot easier because we're coming into turn 1 with a lot less speed. So I'm not going to complain.
Outside.
There we go. To be fair, if I remember correctly, I don't remember... I don't think... I don't know.
Outside.
It may not have given
Hold
the
your line.
option to have like
Hold your line.
different rolling starts and standing starts for
Still there.
races in a championship? I feel like it should. I feel like it does, but it might not, which is why that one was a standing start. I'll have to
Got a
go
car on
back
the
in and
outside.
check the.
On the inside, 3
oh, we
wide.
are 3 wide. Yeah, I have to go
Car
back in and
outside.
check the championship
Still there.
creator
Hold your
to
line.
see how that went.
Hold your
Alright,
line.
we are side by side with Watame right now,
Hold your line.
managing
Hold your
to
line. You're clear outside.
squeak out
Renault is now
into the
open.
lead.
You're in the lead.
Alright. We are... Okay, come on. So we are sort of slowing down in the corners a little bit. Probably because of the... I needed to actually hit the boost earlier than that. But anyway,
Inside.
running 4th gear, again, it limits
Hold your
how
line.
fast we can
You're in the
go
middle. 3 wide.
in the corners.
Clear
But
line.
it's also, I think, just overall
Clear
works out a
around.
little bit faster. I don't know about this one. Okay, we're gonna come out of there. We're gonna stay in 5th gear there just because we had been using the boost, so the car was going a bit faster than normal. Which
Go behind,
this is
just
giving us a bit of a bit of a gap right now, which is very useful. That gap probably won't last. Alright, down into 4th. What does that cap out in 4th? Like 246, I think. 246. Is that where it caps? Thereabouts. Okay. So if we're under 246, then yeah, 4th gear is not bad. Okay. It means we're probably a little slow going into turn 2 and turn 4, but in general, it won't be too bad. Also, I think Sora was going for a pass there, but then because I moved over, it kind of scared her and made her hit the brakes a little bit, which slowed down the entire pack. Oop, get it slowed. You can also just switch down into 4th to help it turn a little bit easier as well, which is useful. Yeah, we just got to hope the engine lasts the entire race, which we won't have to worry about temperature if we keep doing this, but it might start wearing it down still, even without overheating. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully the engine isn't in too bad of a shape at the end of 100 laps here. Let's hit the boost. Again, I was a little late on the boost, but that's okay. I also need to just pay attention to when we actually have boost, because a lot of the time I am just going to forget that the boost is charged. Ooh, we went into that corner way too quickly. There we go. So that's going to have cost us a lot of time there. Okay, but so far it's working out in our favor. We are managing to lead, which is a lot better than I was expecting. So I'm happy with that. Especially with the terrible races we've had so far in this championship. We need points. We need the points from a win, so we're going to push as hard as we can here. And hopefully we can try to claw back some points over the rest of these races. Okay. There we go. Alright, flick it up into 5th. And again, it's not really going over 120 Celsius, 120 degrees Celsius, so it's not overheating, which is good. That is something that I just have to keep an eye on to make sure. Yeah, might go 121 there, but that's fine. As long as it doesn't reach the 130s, we're safe, I think. As far as engine temperature, engine damage goes. Oh, that was probably a little early on the downshift. Alright, hit the boost there. And then we should have boost coming onto this straight.
Captain Ritz behind is now 1.5.
Okay, so crew chief is not... actually, I don't know if crew chief is counting Sora. It may have just been that Chihaya was slightly in front at that moment, because they are pretty close. But I don't know if are they really going side by side? Yeah, kind of. So we're a little bit high on that corner. Okay. Yeah, so far, so good. Slow it down a little as we go in. Flick it down to 4th gear. Looks like there's a little bit of a battle going on behind us. Chihaya is now in 2nd place. Let's see if they start catching up to us though. Ooh. Alright, bring it down. I think they are starting to catch up to us here. To be fair, we did just have a bit of a slow lap just then. We lost half a second. So that's fair. They might also be using the boost on a slightly different sync than I am because I forgot it for a lap.
Ritz is closing you down. The gap has come down to...
They probably were using boost on that straight, I would wager. Ooh, come on. And they are right behind me now. Okay. We're going to use our boost. Changed it to 5th way too early there, but that's fine. We've got a boost down the back straight, which is already pulling us away from Chihaya as they go 3 wide behind me there. Sora, Chihaya, and Fubuki 3 wide down the back straight as we pull away with the boost. But as soon as we're in the corner, Chihaya catches up a little bit more. Chihaya's once more kind of alongside us. So
the lap time was at 58.6.
The race is on right now. There is some competition happening. Alright, down into 4th. Chihaya gets right up on our rear bumper there. Get it up above the 240. There we go. Oh, here we go. Fubuki with a massive run.
Still there.
And Sora is going to follow her through. Oh, looks like Marine, I think that is.
Clear low.
Also tried. Increases difficulty 1 point. Yeah, that seems to be what happened. That feels like what happened there. Alright, let's see if we can latch on to the slipstream of Fubuki here. So this is turning into a pretty good race.
57.6.
But of course, we know my luck on ovals, or we know my skill on ovals is not that good. So it is very likely that because we're a little bit into the battle here. Also, Chihaya and Marine have fallen way back. I assume what happened there is Chihaya ran against the wall and just pulled the rest of the field up. But yeah, we know when it comes to oval races, I tend to just end up having massive mess ups.
Got a car on the
I
outside.
do alright for a little while, and then there's just big crashes.
You clear high.
So I'm not going to relax here. I'm not going to relax and feel confident at any point in this race, because I know how bad it can go for me. I know how bad I am at oval racing.
58.6.
Alright, down into 4th. Engine's still looking alright. Alright, use a boost. Okay. So the battle right now has moved down to me, Fubuki, and Sora. Chihaya, we'll see if Chihaya and the others catch up again later on in the race. Because of course they can very much slipstream each other and try and get back to the front, but will they? Who knows? Fubuki is coming up with a massive run there. She's still got the slipstream. She's going to go past on the inside. Or at least she's going to look to the inside. We are side by side.
It's your best lap in this session.
Still there.
She's going to go past too wide into turn 1 there. Not too bad.
Hold your line.
Got onto it. Here comes Sora.
Hold your line.
Oop. Little bit of contact. Little bit of contact.
Still there.
Of course, we've got the side draft here, so
Still there.
we're going to get a slightly better run out of there than Fubuki.
Hold your line. Clear line.
Nice. Nice, nice. That was good. That was good. Alright, shift it down. Sora's fallen back a fair bit there. I think Fubuki, yeah, Fubuki's run against the wall. Fubuki hit the wall. So that's going to push both of them.
You've just done it.
That's going to push both of them back into... Ooh, actually, yeah, Fubuki's dropped down the order. Fubuki is now 9th place because of that. Sora has dropped into the pack though. Marine is now 2nd. And Chihaya sitting right behind them. So Fubuki's dropped off the leaderboard entirely. Completely out of the top 10, completely out of the top 11. So obviously something's happened to Fubuki. I think that was more than just a hit on the wall. I think that was more than a hit on the wall.
The captain, Baron, behind us now. 5.8 seconds.
But now we have a very nice cushion for now. We had a good cushion at the beginning of the race as well, and it disappeared pretty quickly.
58.5.
So we got to be careful. Again, do not relax. Just take it smooth. Okay. So it's Ollie, Marine, Sora, Laplace, Chihaya, Mio, Bells, Kobo, Watame, Flayon, and Mokoko. Flayon's the only one that I couldn't change the name around for. Okay, we got 1% engine damage. 15%, 15...
That's half fuel.
Yeah, 15% into the race, technically. It's 100 laps. Not too bad. Not too bad.
You've just done a 58.9.
We're also half fuel at the moment, which is expected at this point. But yeah, Flayon's the only name I couldn't really swap around because, well, Machina X Flayon doesn't really sound... It doesn't make sense if you put it Flayon Machina X or something, or Flayon X Machina. Well, Flayon X Machina still works, I guess. Oh, God. But yeah, the X just makes a really weird name to try and put in. Also, I have not been using boosts for a few laps, but to be fair, right now I don't think I have to use boosts. So I'm gonna chill on the boost until we fall back into the pack. I might also chill on using the 4th gear in these corners until we're back in the pack, just to give the engine a little bit of a rest.
That last lap was at
So we can try and
59.1.
preserve our engine a bit. Laplace is now up in 2nd place there. Still 6 seconds behind. And of course, we're now going to be lapping a bit slower because of not changing down to
The gap
4th
behind is now 6.4.
because of our engine conservation. It looks like Mokoko and Flayon are having were having a bit of a battle at the back there. Flayon's fallen back a little bit now. Watame and Mokoko are still pretty close. And then other than that, 2nd back through 7 are all very close to each other. Within a second. Though it looks like 7th place did just kind of fall off a little bit. Yeah, they're all pretty close back there. So if we do end up getting drawn back into the field here, Mio is now up in 2nd. It's going to be a bit of a fight. So hopefully we can cruise around at the front for a while without falling into the clutches. Yeah, it's crazy how quickly that leaderboard, that top 10 leaderboard is changing. Every time I look back, it's like the person that was in 2nd is now in 7th. And the person that was like 4th or something is now in 2nd. It's a very active leaderboard at the moment. Very active. Okay. 2, 3, and 4 have broken away from the pack. 5th, 6th, and back of... well, 5th is kind of breaking away from 6th place by the looks of it on the map there. There is some gaps kind of forming there. 2nd place is built a tiny bit of a gap, which currently is Marine over Chihaya over Sora, over Mio, Laplace, Bells, Watame, Kobo, Mokoko, and Fubuki has made it back into 11th place. She is catching back up after a obviously massive wall ride, which cost her seemingly half the field. She went back down into the mid-pack after hitting the wall on the exit of turn 4 there. I know I should be focusing on focusing on making sure I don't make mistakes, but considering we're so far in front, it's easier to, well, it's not too difficult to commentate on what I'm seeing the leaderboard do. So we're adding a bit of commentary here. We just got to make sure we don't, it doesn't cost us our position here. Because we also don't want to damage the car at all. Any sort of, any form of aero damage is going to kill most of our chances, unless it's right before a pit stop. But even then, it's going to slow down the pit stop, so we don't really want it either way. Now, the other problem is the AIs are going to last probably a bit longer than me on fuel. And with our with my second stop being... actually, no, it's going to be a free stopper, isn't it? Because I'm going to stop at lap 30, then I'm going to stop around lap 60. So I'm going to have to do a very short stop at lap 90. And there is a chance, actually it's a very high chance, if they're doing fuel saving, if they can save 5 laps on me, then they can do it in 2 stops. Which is going to kill any chances we have. So this is going to be really bad at the end of the race. Potentially, if they are running a lot lower fuel consumption than I am. So we may have a problem in the final 10 laps, because again, I'm going to have to pit around lap 90 to do a bit of a splash and dash. I may pit earlier than that. In fact, I probably will, because it's only going to be a small amount of fuel, 10 laps of fuel. So I'm probably going to pit maybe 10 laps after, maybe a lap 70, 75. And then just give myself some time to try and catch up to the AIs.
Gap to Ritz behind is now 1.6
which
seconds.
is going to be interesting, because at that point I won't know if they're going to do their third stop or not. At that point I'll have no idea if they're going to do a free stopper or not. So we may end up just struggling to try and get into maybe a mid-pack finish. But if they do take that first stop, then we might have a chance to get back to the lead and do a massive undercut. The only problem with doing that strategy and pitting like lap 75 thereabouts is we're going to not have the tire life. We're not going to have fresh tires at the end, and they are. Because if we do, well, if we do the lap 75, I'm probably not going to change tires. I'm probably just going to do a fuel stop. So it's going to depend on what our tire life seems. The tires don't actually seem to be wearing that badly. So I think we can get 40 laps out of a tire. I think we'll be able to get 40 laps out of our tires. So only doing tire changes on the lap 30 and lap 60 is probably going to be our best bet. Chihaya is pitting now. And then it starts raining. Oh god. Thankfully I have it set to clear the whole way through. It is not real weather like every other round. It is specifically set to clear. So we don't have to worry about weather, thankfully. Okay, so Chihaya's pitting lap 24. Okay, I can see how that will... Because, again, that pretty much proves to me that she is going to do a free stopper. And that makes it very likely that most of the other AIs are going to do free stoppers as well. There's still a chance that some of the AIs might try and go for a two-stopper. And those are the AIs that terrify me right now. Because they're the ones that I might have trouble with late in the race.
You've just done a 59.3.
If everyone's going to start pitting now, then that's okay for me. Because again, my plan is lap 30, lap 60, lap 75. I might need to do like lap 29, lap 60 or 58 or something like that. But just around those areas is where I plan to pit. It just depends on if we can make it on a full...
behind is now 5.3.
Make it a full stint, full 30 laps on our fuel. Or if we're going to have to pull it back a little bit. So far it is still saying we can do 30 laps, so I think it's going to be fine. We also don't currently need to do repairs, so we're going to turn that off.
That lap time was 58.8.
Yeah, it still says we can achieve 30 laps on 88 litres. And because like we did the first lap, obviously you're not going to use as much fuel in the first lap. I think this stint is going to pretty comfortably reach 30, maybe 31. So yeah, we're gonna try and aim for lap 30. I suppose actually if we try and like aim for lap 31, then that more or less guarantees that we can reach lap 60. So that might be a better way to do it. Stretch this first tank as long as we can, and then go for lap 60. And then just do a quick splash and dash on 75. Or 70, or we could even do it like a bit earlier, like 72 or something. 4 laps of fuel, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, so I think we are going to hit lap 30. I don't think we're going to get 31 out of this. Part of that was probably our boost usage early in the race. That would have been using fuel. Also our, obviously, 4th gear running. At the moment we're probably actually saving a little bit of fuel by running 5th gear the whole time, even if it is slowing us down a lot. I say a lot, it's not slowing us down massively. It's probably close to a second, between half a second to a second on average. And this one's going to be 0.3, so yeah, it's not like massively slower.
You've got about 3 laps of fuel left. That lap was at 58.
But it is going to be causing the AIs behind to probably catch up a bit. Ooh, careful there, we were offline onto the dirty stuff a little bit there. Thankfully we didn't go up into the wall. We did manage to slow down enough. Alright, so just double check. Fuel and tyres, slick ovals, 88 litres, no damage repair, no driver swap, we're good. We should be able to pit on lap 30, I think. Alright. So I've seen a couple of people pull into the pits. There is someone in the pits right now. It looks like we are going to overlap. Yep.
Only 2 more laps of fuel.
2 more laps of fuel. We can manage that. That is exactly what we want to hear.
Okay, Eve, the next car is a lap behind. The gap to Barrett.
Yep, so we're catching up to the guys who were pitting. Marine is about 5 seconds behind us, which has stayed pretty consistent. It's fluctuated a tiny bit, but it's stayed fairly consistent. Ooh, careful. I mean, this has been a slow lap as well, 0.7 off. So Marine's still being 4.8 behind is not bad at all. So now is the question of, we're going to pit on lap 30 here.
You'll be out of fuel on the next lap. Okay.
Who is going to follow us, and who is going to extend their fuel? And for those that do extend their fuel past 30, because I know at some stage the game was telling me I could go 31 laps. So I know it's definitely going to be possible, especially for the AIs who are very good at fuel saving. How's this going to work out? How is this going to work out? How far beyond lap 30 are they going to be able to go? Because again, some AIs might be able to pull off a 2-stop race.
When we exit the pits, we should be in position 22, immediately behind mains. Pit crew's ready.
Okay. Let's bring it off. Ooh, get it slowed. There we go.
Speed.
Okay, we're in the pits. They are extending beyond that 30. So, we got to be a little worried about basically most of the field right now, because they're all going past. I've only seen a couple of people pull into the pits so far. So this is gonna be interesting. Oop. Alright, give us our fuel, give us our tires. And of course, we spend so long in the pits, not just the the time stopped, but the traversal time, like 60 kilometers an hour on an oval track is
now in the lead.
very, very low speeds for a pit lane. So we're going to go a lap down, but someone is coming into the pits. Someone is coming into the pits. Okay. Looks like a few people are. So they are starting their stops. We're going to be a lap down on the leaders for now.
Go.
49 seconds. Okay. We've still got our limiter on. Good. This is going to be where it gets interesting, because now we're kind of going to be in the pack a little bit.
Take care, there's a car approaching. Blue flag.
And more importantly, we're going to be we're going to be blue flagged.
Your tires are
We're going to be
cold,
around
watch
a bunch of people who are a lap ahead of us. Which is going to be incredibly dangerous. This is the most dangerous part for us at the moment. This is the most dangerous part of the race. Because getting through pit lane and doing the stop takes so long.
Baron is pitting from position 1. It looks like
And that is Chihaya right behind us.
Baron is pitting.
So that is provisional second place at the moment, right behind us.
P23 is reeling you in. The gap's now 0.1.
Which means we're going to have to start going back to 4th gear. We're going to have to start running the engine hard again. I'm not going to use boosts at the moment. I think the AIs are going to be out of boost by now. So I'm not going to use my boost at the moment. I'm going to save them for the end of the race. That final stint. Going to use all of them in the final stint. Okay. So we're just going to try and get bump drafted by Chihaya here.
Car inside. Inside.
Ooh.
Inside clear.
Thank you for slowing down there, Chihaya. I was a little bit worried that you were actually going to try and stick it to the inside. I was a little bit worried there. Alright, everyone's in the pits, lap 32. Okay, that's not too bad. Lap 32, lap 64.
Okay, Eve, there's a car exiting the pits, heads up.
Lap 96.
P19, you've just done
Okay.
59.9.
So I think everyone's going to have to... basically everyone's going to have to do 3 stops. I don't see many AIs going past lap 96. It's possible some might try and push it, but from what I can see right now, everyone is going into the pits.
Mooney in front is pitting.
Alright, Luna's in the pits. Yeah, everyone's in the pits. So... Well, technically it's lap 33, so I guess... I guess technically... Oh, actually... That could end them on lap 99, which is interesting.
Sprint behind is increasing. It's now
Because they'll go
0.6.
lap 33, lap 66. They might be able to push it. If they're either going to push it to the end, just, or they're going to run out of fuel at lap 99.
59.5.
If we have the entire field running out of fuel at lap 99, I'm going to laugh so hard.
On the outside.
Alright, she has
Clear
looking to the
outside.
outside. She's going to let off the accelerator there. Back out of it. Yeah. All the time the AIs just... They look for a pass, but then they get too scared to try and make it. So they back off, which is useful for us. Definitely useful for us. Okay. Alright, get back into 5th. And that has put us quite far in front of 3rd place at the moment.
You're now in the lead. That lap
So yeah,
time was 59.
Chihaya pitting early was a really good decision on her part. Lap 24. at least for now. We'll see how it works out in the long run. Because Chihaya's... I mean... It's probably going to work out actually pretty well for Chihaya in the long run, I would wager. It might put her close around where I'm going to be.
Down low,
Ooh,
3 wide.
shit. That was a slight tap on
Car
Luna.
high.
That was a slight tap on
Watch line.
Luna. Thankfully, we kept control of the car.
Car in front of us is
I
one lap.
really want
line.
to try and get past these guys on this straight.
Outside.
I
Watch
don't want to be dealing with... Oh, Chihaya hit the wall and has fallen
Hold your
down.
Hold your line.
Okay.
Clear high.
Which means we are once again 5 seconds in front of second place. I'm going to go back to just using 5th gear. Yeah, unfortunately, trying to
Next car is
deal
1 lap
with
behind.
me and the blue flags, Chihaya went a little wide, obviously hit the wall, slowed down too much, and has dropped down to 5th place. It's a little unfortunate that that seems to be a pretty common thing for the AIs to do. But yeah, so the undercut advantage that Chihaya got from hitting 6 laps earlier than me
P2
has been negated quite a bit,
Car in front is 1 lap behind.
which is not great to see, but unfortunately for them, that's how this race is going.
59.9.
That's how they seem to behave here. Ooh. Okay. I'm wondering if I should go through the effort of giving each of them an actual custom actual custom parameters. Could be interesting. I'm not sure what I would base the AI parameters off for a lot of them, because it's not like racing games are particular. Like outside of, I guess, Mario Kart, I could base it on their Mario Kart skills. But also, we don't really have like the Mario Kart pros like Okayu and Suisse and Aqua and stuff in this package of AIs of liveries. So I don't know. It's an option if I want to go through the effort of doing that, because I haven't really played around with giving AIs custom parameters until like the other day, where because I've got custom AIs for the IndyCar livery pack, I decided, you know what? Yeah, sure. I'm gonna play around the custom parameters and give the Nitros and Waluigi Cubed liveries actual customized AIs. Because once I actually properly looked at them, the parameters didn't seem that confusing. They're actually pretty simple and pretty easy to figure out. So, hey, I might be able to do that. But I do feel like doing that in the middle of a championship is probably not the best idea, because it's suddenly going to rapidly, like, wildly change the skills of all of the AIs present. So all the AIs that have been doing well in these early races are suddenly gonna be like completely different skill level. So I don't know if I should really do it in the middle of a championship. I should probably do it afterwards. But it's like, I don't know if we're ever gonna come to use these. Well, I can potentially do another championship with these cars in the future, just to make it worth it. In fact, yeah, you know what, I will. I probably will, because outside of the mini SDRS ones, I do plan on doing like RNG championships where there's like 10 or 12 rounds or something, and every track is decided by spinning a wheel. So I might do one of them with the COPA Montanas in the future. which does mean I'll probably end up having to rename this one so it doesn't say COPA Montana Championship and say it actually says SDRS Mini.
Behind is now
23.
3.5.
The main reason I didn't is because I know COPA Montana is probably going to be more likely to hit the algorithm than SDRS. But to be fair, I also do the same sort of thing with the actual Save Data Racing Series rounds, where once the year's over, I then go back and retroactively add the SDRS 2024, 2023 tags to the front of the title, so that like once the year's over, they're all done. It groups them together. Spin the wheel like how your car was spinning in the rain. Exactly. Exactly. Precisely. All right, Marine is 4 seconds behind us now. We have dropped back a tiny bit there. But to be fair, also, I think part of that could be they're getting slipstream from the blue flags. Because normally I would expect blue flags to slow the AIs down. However, I have also noticed that isn't always the case on at least Indianapolis. I haven't really tested it too much or seen whether it works that way on other ovals, but on Indianapolis, I have actually noticed the AIs seem to get slightly faster when they're dealing with traffic, which is very unusual for every other instance in this game. But I think it's because you're flat out the entire time around and they're probably getting slipstream off of the traffic. And because the traffic here isn't necessarily like lifting off the throttle or anything or massively slowing down to let us past like they normally would on other regular tracks. So I think dealing with traffic is actually slightly speeding the AIs up a bit, which is interesting because I think I noticed that in this year's Indy 500 as well, where Win-Cup was... I thought I had a good gap on Win-Cup when we were dealing with traffic, and then all of a sudden, no, Win-Cup was right behind me, like 0.1 or 0.01 or something, right on my rear bumper.
That time was 58.6.
Speaking of being right behind someone, let's...
Got a car high.
Slipstream past Sora there. Ooh, that's...
Clear outside.
That was a little sketchy. Thankfully... Okay, Sora's gone out and hit the wall there. Yeah, when I go past them on the inside, that makes them very likely to go out and hit the wall. But yeah, that could have been very bad because we did have a little bit of contact with Sora, I think.
One lap behind.
And if the cars got connected, that would have... Like, if they actually properly got connected, that would have ended up in understeer for both of us and sent us both into the wall. So we got lucky there. I did kind of lift off the accelerator as soon as I saw the cars hitting side by side. So that probably eased it up a bit. Anyway, let's get past Vivica.
Clear outside.
Alright. Nice clean pass on Vivica there.
Okay, for the next
So far, this race has been going very well. It's been very clean, which is a lot more than I expected from it. Yeah, Marine is still sitting there, 4.4 seconds behind us. Sora, Fubuki, they've all dropped back a bit. I mean, Fubuki and the rest of them are like 10 plus seconds back. Sora's 7. So, yeah, obviously the front pack has separated a little bit, though 4th place downwards is very tightly bunched. 2nd and 3rd are on their own, just like I am.
The gap to P2 behind is now
starting to catch up to 21st position, which is Nakiri Ayame. Vidica is kind of holding on behind us there. at the moment. We'll see how long that lasts. Okay. Not too bad. We're going nice and smoothly through the corners at the moment. It's not fast. We're pretty much averaging a second off the pace, which is probably why Marine's catching up a little bit, but right now I'm not too worried about that. I'm mainly going to be worried about pace late in the race. After we do that final stop around 75, that's when I'm going to start worrying about pace, because I really don't know how the airs are going to go. I think it's quite likely that they're going to be able to do 2 stops. Some of them are going to go for a free stopper. Chihaya is going to go for a free stopper, I can guarantee that. There was like 1 or 2 other people that pitted early as well. But most of the others pitted around lap 33. Some of them were earlier, they're going to have to do 3 stops, I think. Everyone who pitted lap 33, which was 90% of the field, either they're going to reach 99 and run out of fuel, or they are going to get across the line. I think they're more likely to be able to get across the line. Because, of course, I think they were pitting at the end of lap 33 is the thing. So, theoretically, I do think they'll have enough fuel to go the 100. But again, I'm going to laugh so hard if they all run out of fuel on lap 99. Oh, that's going to be amazing. But I don't think we're going to get that lucky. I do not think we're going to be that lucky. So we're going to be fighting, and because of how long we spend in the pits, that second stop, or that third stop rather, is going to kill us quite badly, which is why I want to get it done early on.
Okay, that's good consistency, keep it up.
If we can get it done early on, then we don't have to worry. Well, it's not that we don't have to worry. We have a lot more time to try and work our way up the field, potentially. So far we're doing alright on engine damage. We're only 3% engine wear. None of that has been from overheating, which is good. Again, running 5th gear this whole time is keeping the temperature low enough. And even when we're in a battle and we're doing 4th gear in the corners, running 5th gear on the straights cools it down enough that we do not have to worry about overheating. We're gonna be using our boost probably after that 3rd stop, because we're most likely gonna need everything we can get to catch up. Thankfully, it is going to be a shorter stop, so it's not going to be as much suffering. We're hopefully not going to go down a lap based on it, but yeah, it's going to be interesting. Alright. So we're coming up to lap 50, the halfway point. Still got IMA just less than 2 seconds up the road there. Which means pretty soon we'll latch on to her slipstream. I mean, that's part of why we've been going so slow these last few laps, because we just haven't had slipstream while we're going 5th gear the whole time. We need the slipstream to keep it on pace.
Just done at 59.1.
As long as we can just keep it clean. Again, no damage.
6.5 seconds.
We can get a decent finishing position. think we're just about close enough. Yeah, we're close enough to get slipstream. We've got the pull there. So let's slow it down a little bit as we go into turn 3. We don't want to overshoot it. And you can also see as soon as we hit that slipstream, actually, Marine's fallen back. Marine hit a wall, fell back behind Sora. I was going to say, we hit the slipstream, we gained like 2 seconds. No. I think Marine fell back into the clutches of Sora by hitting a wall there. Laplace is pretty close to the 2 now as well, so that's looking like it's going to go back to being a 3-car battle.
Still there.
For the podium.
Clear high.
Second, third, and fourth. Looks like Sora has dropped back to Laplace. Marine is still 6.5. So yeah, I think they're just kind of scraping the wall a little bit from time to time. Not necessarily as bad as we've seen. They're only dropping like 2 seconds each time, so I don't think it's a full-on hit. It might more just be getting held up behind traffic or something. Though, actually no, Marine shouldn't have been, there shouldn't have been any traffic for me, so yeah, I guess it was just losing control a little bit through the corners maybe.
It's getting closer, the gap's come down to 6.6. Thought that was at 59.7.
Yeah, because we can tell when they really hit the walls and they really slow down, because they just drop like a rock through the standings. All right. So we got Botan up ahead of us as the next blue flag to potentially pass. Shishiro Botan. And then it's Izuru and Ogre ahead of her. The Ogre's quite far ahead. I don't think we're catching up to Ogre. Izuru, well, I don't know, maybe 8 seconds.
That was
potentially, but yeah, Ogre and Rio, they're actually fighting there. They are quite far ahead, so I don't think we're gonna catch up to them. But we stand a chance of potentially catching Izuru. Now that we're in the slipstream of Botan. Careful. I do not want to even attempt that. I don't want to risk it. We have enough gap to the second place, so it's not worth trying to risk going to the inside on that one. Ooh. But cut it down pretty low.
Car high.
I don't want to risk going trying to overtake her on the corner there, so we're gonna just get past on the straight.
Still there. Clear high.
There we go. There we go.
Okay, Eve, the next car is 1 lap behind.
Canada Izuru is the next car ahead. Again, like 7-8 seconds up the road. We now have 2 people between us and Marine, which is useful. Just as long as they don't cause me problems, because they are still both right behind me. But I think Botan's gonna slow it up there. She was in the slipstream there. She went very wide into the wall. Oh yeah. Botan went into the wall, scraped it, and dropped Ayame down as well. You can see as soon as they do that, they lose like 4 seconds. 3 or 4 seconds. So...
Your lap time was 59.6.
Alright, lap 55. I think we're going to be alright on fuel. How's my fuel?
We'll need a bit for fuel, and we'll need to stop again to get to the end. It should be about 7 laps of fuel left. Yes,
7 to go.
We need to add 25 litres.
7 laps of fuel. That is interesting. We might be able to go past lap 60 then. I don't see why. Unless it's just because we weren't using boost this time. Yeah, I mean, that still says 30. That still says 30, so I don't see why...
5.5 seconds.
I suppose at that point when I asked him, it would be 6 laps to lap 60. Okay. Maybe, to be fair, though, because there would have been a little bit left in the tank at the end of lap 30, it probably was enough to get another lap out of it.
That last lap was
So we might... I don't know. Well, because either way, we would have been on 88 litres. I don't know. We'll see. We'll find out. I still think we're probably going to be stopping lap 60, but if we can get to 61, then that's all right. Okay. Looks like Marine has navigated through Ayame and Botan. So we no longer have that cushion. We still got the 5-second cushion, but we no longer have Ayame and Botan kind of shielding us from Marine there.
That was a 59.5.
Okay.
Fastest lap for by 57.5. The gap to Marin behind is now 5.1.
So, who's Mai? I'm trying to... that's not Marine. Who's Mai? Oh, Mio. Right, Mio. Yeah, I think Mai is Mio. So Mio's setting the 57 back there. That's a little terrifying. A little bit terrifying when we've been doing consistent 59s. Occasional 58s, but mostly 59s. I am definitely worried for the end of the race, because obviously that's when the AIs also tend to speed up. They tend to go quite a bit faster towards the end of a longer race.
Fuel left. You've just done a 59.5.
Okay, we've got 3 until lap 60. Okay, so yeah, I think we are going to hit 61. Interesting. I'll take it. I guess we just we got a bit lucky on saving fuel that stint, because we spent probably a lot more of it just in 5th gear, because we weren't really fighting Chihaya for very long. Chihaya kind of hit the wall pretty early on. Speaking of, Chihaya is not in the top 10. I'm wondering if Chihaya's done her pit stop. I think she has. Well, no, she would have had to. She would have had to by now, because she was at 24. So 50.
We estimate 3 laps of fuel left. That was
yeah, 54, 55. She would have had to pit.
Pretty consistent.
So that would be why Chihaya is no longer in the top 10. I was not paying enough attention to that, but that makes sense. So Chihaya is definitely going for a strategy where it will kind of force her to do a triple stop around the 70s to 80s. Probably around lap 84 might be when she goes for her 3rd stop. Again, we're going to have to see how these differing strategies play out. It might work out for Chihaya, but I just don't know like whether everyone is going to make it to the end, or if they're going to have to triple stop.
2 laps of fuel remaining.
Or if they're actually going to run out of fuel at 99. I mean, those are the 3 options. Either they save enough fuel to get to the end, which I don't know if that's going to be it, because as I said, they tend to push harder at the end of a race. So if they're starved for fuel, they won't be able to push harder, and if they do start pushing harder, which I think they will, even if they are starved for fuel, then they're going to run out of fuel and most people aren't going to finish the race. Unlikely, but it's an option. It's a possibility. So either they're going to make it to the end barely, they're going to run out of fuel in 99, or we're gonna have a ton of pit stops in the final few laps, like lap 95, 96, 97, maybe even lap 98. Like, I could see it going any of those three ways.
That lap time was 59.0. Acknowledged. Pit stop requested.
Alright. Anyway, we're coming into our second stop now.
In this lap, box this lap, please, Eve.
So let's see how we go. Yeah, I'm willing to bet that they can do a two-stopper, but we'll see. It's just interesting that they would go for, like, some AIs obviously are going for the triple stopper. Some AIs are going for the free stopper like me. Some of them going earlier than I am.
Should be coming out into clear air. We should come out into position 24, a few seconds behind Ritz.
But then again, some AIs aren't going to be as good at fuel saving as others. I know that is one of the things in the stats you can like set for them.
Watch us pin them in the pits.
Determine how effective they are at saving fuel and stuff, their fuel management. So some of them are probably better at fuel management than others. Alright, let's get her over here. Looks like Roberto... Okay, Roberto's in the pits here. I think he's a lap down. Alright, let's get in there. Yeah, Roberto is 26th place now. So yeah, Roberto's towards the back. He's a lap down. He's stopping around the same time as me. I think he stopped a little earlier than me last time. Probably lap 27. Okay. Obviously, again, Chihaya would have stopped very early on. I'm still thinking 54, 55. Sora is in the pits. Alright. So they're coming in. Yeah, actually, I do remember Sora coming in, like, the lap after me. So far, looks like we're all kind of keeping a consistent strategy between us. I think everyone's kind of keeping their strategies consistent right now. So we'll see how it all plays out at the end.
Behind. Keep your wits about you. Blue flag.
But now is where it gets interesting, because now I have to do a
clear high
short stop. Now I have to do a short stop at some point.
Blue flag.
So we're going to just try and pull this down to roughly 11 laps is probably fine. I can play around with that a bit later. Chihaya is in front of us. This is where the fun begins, exactly. So Chihaya has managed to get in front of us there. So obviously her undercutting is working pretty well against me.
The next car is Mooney.
We'll see how it works against the everyone else towards the end, but it is working against me.
23rd place.
Which is interesting to see. Because again, that's even with Chihaya having that, like, making those mistakes, hitting the wall. That's even with Chihaya having dropped a whole bunch of time.
outside. Hold your line.
She's still managed to come out in front of me after this round of stops.
Clear high.
A full 4 seconds as well, so we gotta try and catch up here. Alright. Which means we're gonna have to go back to utilizing fourth gear. We may... Again, I don't want to use my boosts yet. I want to use the boosts a little bit later. Once we do that second stop.
Second place. That time was.
Oh, the third stop, sorry.
Good consistency.
I keep saying second stop because it's. I'm counting second stop after the after that one. Basically, the extra stop that we otherwise wouldn't need to do if it wasn't for the bloody fuel. Because we can get to the end on tires. How's my fuel?
We'll need to pay for fuel. We think about
35?
27 laps of fuel remaining. We will need to add 35 litres.
Okay. 35 litres. We'll double check that again in a bit. Because again, we're probably going to stop
car ahead is
75, 72, probably 75 at this point because we went a little over schedule. I think 75 is probably going to be a safe bet.
That lap was a 58.8.
Okay. Oh god. We're gonna try and go to the inside of COPA.
Blue flag.
Hold your line.
Okay.
Still there. Clear outside.
COPA is still a lap ahead, so obviously not everyone's gone for the lap 64 pit. There are, which, yeah, if they've stretched it beyond lap 60, no, it's lap 66, right? COPA would be on lap 66 right now, right? So presumably she's gonna pit here. No, she's not. Okay. So if some of them are going past that lap 66 marker, then I can guarantee they will be able to finish the race. So where's Chihaya gone? Chihaya's up in 60. Bloody hell. Okay. Okay, I think it's just because people have come out of the pits between us. It's not necessarily that she's massively gone up the field or anything.
Clear high.
People have just come out between us and that's moved her up. Yeah, she's still 3 seconds.
We should come out a little way behind you.
3 seconds ahead. I think we are catching up to her. Looks like Liz is going in. I had to lift off
Clear
there.
inside.
Blue flag.
Had to lift off the throttle there, which slowed me down because I wasn't. I figured Liz was going in, but if she wasn't, then we were going to be in trouble because we were going to hit the back of her. Anyway, they went in on lap 68 there.
Okay.
And COPA is still behind us. COPA is going to stretch it to 69. Actually, she's on lap 69 now. No, 68 still. Right? Yeah. So they were going in lap 67. She's currently on lap 68. Surely she's not going to push it further than this, right? There's no way she's going to be able to push it further than lap 68. Okay. Bloody hell, some of them are already out of the pits. So they were...
Car exit in the pits.
That tells me they're on slightly different strategy. I think... COPA's in the pits, there we go. So I think what might be going on... I don't think they did tyres. I think they did tyres the first time. I don't think they did tyres that second time. I internally heard COPA say "ka-chow" in response to you. Oh no. Yeah, so I don't think any of them took tyres. So if that's the case, I should have fresher tyres than most of the field right now. If not all of the field. So that's interesting. Which does make me wonder, because again, everyone who pit
Seventh
late
position. That was a
should be able to make it to the end of the race here.
Okay, Eve. Lap times are pretty consistent.
They should be able to make it to the end of the race without another stop. But if they are still going to do a triple stop, if they're going to go for the free stopper, they might do tyres on that third stop. Otherwise, I think they're going to try to go... Fucking hell. They're going to try to go like 70 laps on a single set of tyres. Almost 70 laps.
Now 2.0 seconds.
I mean, respect if they can pull it off. Respect if they can pull it off. But 70 laps seems like a stretch. Yeah, I'm on my final set of tyres now, which if they don't change tyres before the end of the race does mean I'm going to end up with the freshest tyres all the way from here to the end. But the only problem is, I know not all of them are going to... At this point, I pretty much know not all of them are going to do free stops. Chihaya's going to do a free stop. Rubaru, I think, is going to do a free stop. Sora is probably going to do a free stop. But I don't think everyone else is. There might be a couple of other people that I missed there. Oh, God.
There's a car on your
Bloody
inside.
hell.
Clear inside.
That was interesting. Because Chihaya was getting massive slipstream from Fubuki, which meant she was gonna... She hit the brakes going into the corner there.
You're clear inside.
Ooh,
Inside.
do not push me into the wall. Alright, we're good.
Still there.
Let's try and get slipstream off of Fubuki.
Hold your line. Clear
There
low.
we go. So we've gone past Chihaya. As long as I'm in front of Chihaya, because I think Chihaya is our main rival. Chihaya and Sora are our main rivals based on strategy right now. Now, again, because none of them took tyres, Sora is out in the lead right now. But I think Sora has to stop again, just like I will. How's my fuel? How's my fuel?
You've got a car low.
Repeat, please.
Still there.
How's my fuel?
Clear low.
We'll need to refuel. Should be about 20 laps remaining on this tank. We'll need to add 38 litres.
Jesus. Yeah, okay. I figured that might go up because we're using fourth gear. Alright, let's just add 40.
The guy in front is Baron.
Still there. Hold your line.
So I think right now we can
Setting the pace.
fit
You've just
30
done
litres.
Hold your line.
So in order to hit 40 litres, we need to go down to 48 litres left in the
Clear
tank.
high.
So we're going to keep an eye on that. We may have to go
Clear
past
high.
lap 75. I'm messing up the gears right now because I'm trying to focus on my fuel numbers. But we might have to go past lap 75 here. We just need to get it down to 48 litres and then we can pit. Yeah, I think it's because we're running
Car outside.
the fourth gear strategy right now. We're using up more fuel, so
Clear
it's
outside.
making it a little more difficult. Again, this is fuel only, so that's good. We are moving our way up the field at least, which is good.
That last lap was at 58.3.
Clear high.
How's my fuel?
Alright, Eve, we'll need to refuel. We estimate 18 laps of fuel remaining. I think we'll need to add 38 litres.
Okay, so it's still sitting 38. Again, we're going to add 40 just to be safe, which might keep us in the lane a little longer than we need to. But I want to be safe to try and get to the end. Looking at fuel numbers, though, we might be able to do the lap 75 stop at this point. 53 litres at the moment. Yeah, I think we're going to be able to. We're going to be down enough at lap 75 to stop. So we'll see if our strategy works out. It is going to throw us out into the middle of well, it's not even going to throw us into the bin pack. We are probably going to go a lap down again. Hopefully not as bad, because it's going to be a shorter stop. But we are going to be way down the order, and then we're just going to have to hope that everyone else does a free stop. But we're also going to have to push. We're going to have to push hard, because there's a very, very good chance that they won't. I think it's actually incredibly likely that they're going to do a 2 stops. So we are going to struggle here. I think we're using about just over 3 litres a lap. Maybe close to 4 litres a lap here.
The gap in front is now 1.6. You've just done a 58.5.
Okay. So we're on lap 75. We've hit 48. So if we fill 40 litres now,
Okay, pit stop requested.
we'll get to a full tank, and we'll be able to make it. I think we can make it to the end of the race. How's my fuel?
Okay, Eve, we'll need to pit for fuel. We think about 60 laps of fuel left. We'll need to add 38 litres.
Yeah.
The pit window is now open. Pit crew is ready. Expect traffic when you exit the pits. On exit, we should be in position 90, just in front of Maury. Look out for the pit speed limit.
Okay, now is the moment of truth to see if this works out. Because again, we don't have a choice. We have to fill at least 38 litres right now. We have to fill basically almost half a tank. 44 litres would be half a tank. We need to fill almost half a tank in order to make it to the end. Which is a little more than I expected to have to fill, I'm not gonna lie. I was expecting to only have to fill like 10 laps of fuel, but we'll see how this goes. Alright,
Go, go,
go, go, go, go, go. We are mid-pack, getting towards the back of the pack now. Okay, here comes the leader.
Car approaching, watch your mirrors, blue flag.
Alright, we are now a lap down.
Temperatures are okay.
So, we're a lap down. We're technically at the front of the field as far as that goes.
High. Clear outside.
So we should be able to catch up to Sora and get our lap back. The question then is going to be, will they stop?
Blue flag.
Will they do 3 stops? We are going to be using our boost now. Hit the boost. Yeah, we're going to be using our boost from now on because we need as much speed as we can possibly get.
17th place.
Okay. So that's Mio ahead of us. She is 2nd place. Which means... yeah, we're 4 seconds down on getting our lap back at the moment. We've got Kanade between us, or not Kanade, Izuru between us. It would be very confusing if we also had Kanade in the race. If we also had Kanade instead of Ridika, it would be very confusing. Alright. Laplace behind us is getting quite close, but we're also catching up to Mio, so I'm not too fussed about Laplace going a bit faster than us right now.
Quickest right now.
Because Laplace is in our slipstream, so it's kind of expected. Oh god, no, we're attached.
Clear all around.
We got attached to the side of Mio there, and it just understeered the cars. So that's kind of gotten rid of the progress we made there. Thankfully, we didn't end up in the wall. We have no damage. We just have to try and catch back up to Laplace now. God damn it.
Okay, Eve, you're reeling P16 in. The gap is 2.8 seconds.
Okay. Let's go, let's
Your lap time was
go.
59.5.
Okay. And we'll hit boost there, because it needs a couple of seconds to activate. Now it's active. There we go. Boost plus slipstream.
Car high.
Mega run down the rear.
Clear outside.
Down the back straight there. Which does mean we're going to have to slow it up quite a bit coming into this corner. There we go. Laplace is still right on our tail, so be aware of that. To change a bit earlier than that. That's fine. We didn't really lose too much speed.
That time was 57.9.
We've hit a 57, which is good. It's not 57.1, which I know the AIs are capable of. So we're still not on pace for the fastest lap time. And I don't think we will be. But this is going to be a pass for position on Izuru.
Car high. Hold your line.
There we go.
Clear high.
On the Holostars
Okay, Eve, the next
Gen
car
1
is
car.
16th place.
And then we got Rio in the Uproar car.
Car high.
There we go.
Clear
Okay,
outside.
2 seconds to
15th place.
Sora. And then we can get our lap back.
The car in front of us is Riviero.
I love how it calls Ribeiro Ribeiro. Alright, use our boost there. I think it charged a little too late, but that's fine. We're still going to use it down the straight for the most part. I think we're gonna have to lift off the accelerator before we've finished using the boost, which is why I don't like using it as soon as it recharges there. Okay, Roboru hit the wall. So Roboru has slowed down massively. We're going to get a little bit of slipstream,
Car high.
get past him.
Clear high.
B14.
Sora 1.8 ahead.
Alright, Eve, the next car is 1 lap behind.
Actually, the next car is 1 lap ahead, but yeah, Muno is there as well. Thank you, Jim. Alright. Come on.
To B15 behind.
I'm very curious to see how the who does 3 stops, who does 2 stops, and whether this strategy is really going to work out. Because again, like, I don't think we're going to be able to get to the lead here. We need them to do 3 stops. I really don't think they're going to. I really don't think they're going to. But this is kind of the best we can do because I don't have the fuel efficiency. I don't know how I would get like that level of fuel efficiency, because I need the pace that I have to be competitive. But of course, at this pace, we're burning fuel a lot faster than they are. So I don't know how to increase that efficiency. So this is kind of just, whatever we get here is probably going to be the best we can get, basically. But to be fair, if a bunch of them don't make it, but then like the very last stoppers do, like Kobo and Liz and that, then in that sense we're like top 6, top 5 right now.
0 seconds.
In that sense, if that happens, I hit the boost a little bit too late there, I think. Yeah, I did. Alright. Because I forgot about it again. That's fine. Alright, we're catching up to Sora here. We're getting into the slipstream. Ooh, there we go. Come on. Let's get our lap back. Get back onto the lead lap.
That's good consistency. Keep it up.
Got a car high.
That last lap was at 58.1.
Still there.
There we go. Oh god.
You're clear outside.
Careful. There we go. There we go. Alright. We're on the lead lap.
Got a car on the outside. Clear high.
Okay, Sora hit the wall. That works out for us.
You're reeling. V13 in. The gap's now 4.0 seconds. That was a 58.7.
Okay.
th
16th actually, but yep. 16th place so far. Alright, hit the boost there.
Okay, Eve, you're reeling. Flip in. The gap is 3.3.
We got boost out down this straight. Nice. Let's try and get a slipstream pull on Luna.
That lap was at 58.3.
This is going to be risky though. Yeah, I'm not gonna risk it. Not gonna risk it there. But if I can get an overlap here, then I can guarantee a pass on this corner.
Clear high.
There we go. There we go. Alright. 15th place, that makes me think someone pit. Chihaya would have had to pit, actually. Yeah, Chihaya would have had to pit, so I think we just passed Chihaya. Okay, so her strategy didn't work out. Her strategy seems to have not quite worked out the way ours has. Again, assuming it was Chihaya that we passed. I was paying attention to the traffic around us. I wasn't looking at who was in the pits there. We've got Flayon and Ogre ahead.
You're reeling. Flip in. The gap is now
Flynn.
4.7.
Oh my god. Okay. Use boost on the next straight. I'm just going to charge too late for this one.
The lap time was at 58.5. Okay, Eve.
We'll see Aki up ahead as well.
Now 0.7.
Boost. Might have been a bit too late on the boost. That's alright. We've got a double slipstream here. So we're going to have a lot of speed at the end of this straight, which is quite dangerous.
On the outside.
Hit the brakes.
Clear outside.
Hit the brakes there. We were going into that corner like 275 or something. That was very high speed.
The next car is a lap behind.
Alright, we got Aki, and then Ruse, and then Vidica. So these next cars are all
We're currently set in
lapped
pace.
down.
We've just done at 58.0.
I can see the next cars that are for position, which is Elizabeth, Kobo, and I think Bay are in that next group.
Car outside. Hold your line.
Yeah, there we go. We got
Clear
past
high.
Aki. Aki Rose. Good. Oh, hey. Try not to hit the wall.
Alright, Eve. The next car is one lap behind.
Okay, so we got two more cars between us and Elizabeth.
That lap was at 58.6.
And then I think once we reach Elizabeth, we can pretty much get ourselves into 10th place. Because I think Liz, Kobo, and Bay are all grouped up together. So we might be able to get top 10 with this strategy, which is useful. We've got 3 boosts left, so that might, considering I keep forgetting about them, that might last us to the end of the race.
The gap to Flynn behind is increasing. It's now 1.8. The car in front is Kobe.
Okay. We're going to hit the boost there. There we go. Alright, Liz has fallen back. I think she hit a wall. Oh, we're wide. Kept it off the wall though.
In. The gap's now 0.9.
Alright. Come on, let's try and get a slipstream off of Elizabeth. Oh, I don't know if we're close enough yet. I think we're just getting the back of it now. I can see Kobo up there. That blue car. And presumably the car ahead of her. Oh no, I can see 10th place is actually quite far away. I think we're going to get 11th place here then.
We're set in the pace. That was
I didn't realise how far ahead Bay was. Oh god. Oh, we went wide. We didn't turn in enough. Sora's in the pits. I knew she was going to have to pit one more time. Okay. I knew Sora was going to have to do a free stopper based on her strategy. Okay.
On the outside.
So let's try to...
Still there.
far
Clear
out.
high.
Go up the inside. Not quite. Oh my
Car
god.
high.
Okay, that's Kobo at the front of this train.
Still there.
I hit the boost way too late there.
You're on the
Should
inside.
not
you're
have touched that.
wide. Hold your line.
Okay,
P10,
come on, we can
you're
get
on time.
Car on
past
the outside.
Kobo.
Still there.
I think that was Sora coming out of the
Hold
pits.
your line. Still there. You're clear outside.
One of the Soras, we've got another Sora in front of us. Because I think there's two Soras in this. Watame is in the pits. Okay. So, Watame is another one. Alright. So,
Okay,
here's my
Outside.
thoughts. Yeah, Fubuki's in the pits. Here's my thoughts. If
Say
most
hi.
of the field... Again, I don't expect Kobo or Liz to go into the pits. But... we just passed Kobo and Liz. And it looks like the rest of the field has to do free stops. So, we might still win this thing. Because, again, I think Kobo and Liz were the provisional leaders there. I think Kobo and Liz were the corrected leaders. And now, technically, I'm in first place. Again, we'll have to wait till the end of the race to find out, or at least lap 99 to find out. But I think we've won this. Right at the end.
The guy in front is
Right at
one
the
lap
end.
behind.
I think we've won this. And I'm really glad we did that early stop, because if we stopped now, I think we would have fallen back behind
Next car
Krello
is
and Liz. Alright, Bay is the next car. Yeah.
Behind is increasing. It's now 1.3 seconds.
Okay, Laplace is coming out of the pits right in front of us.
Race pace. 8th place. You've just done a 58.5.
And we're gonna use our last boost here. This is gonna be our final boost of the race.
The leader.
Hit it there.
Is pitting.
Neo is in the pits. Alright, go, 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 go. Watame is now leading. One of the Watames, I think the other Watame is behind us. Because again, I think there's two Watames and two Soras. Oh, that's a lot of blue I can see up in the corner of my eye. Mokoko,
He's entering the
Marine,
pits. He's in
Cali.
P5. We think he'll come out just behind you. Hanks ahead is pitting.
Bay's in the pits. The only person in front of us now is Watame,
Now we can catch this guy.
who is half a lap ahead of us.
We're
But
quickest at the moment. That was 58.2.
if Watame is not one of the late pitters, which I don't think she was, then I think we win. And I think Kobo and Elizabeth are going to lock out the podium here, which is... Those two were not in contention for the win early on in this race. Those two were not in contention. Liz especially, I think Kobo was at least in the top 10. Liz was not. So the fact that they're going to get podium spots here. Oh. Yeah, the strategies have played out very interestingly. Chihaya is not up the top here. Chihaya has not ended up in top 10. So
Okay, the next car is
her strategy
behind.
hasn't worked out.
Kobe behind is increasing. It's now.
Obviously, she was going for a bit of a different strategy, hitting earlier than I did. It has not worked out for her. She is not top 10 at the moment, which is unfortunate, but okay, I think I saw someone, I think I saw 11th place hit the pits. We'll just put Izuru, it's not changing gear. Put Izuru up into 11th, and there goes Watame. Watame's in the pits. On lap 98 out of 100. The last possible lap that she could have pit. Literally the last possible lap. Because pits close, I don't think you're allowed to... Well, I don't know if they necessarily close, but the pit window closes on 99. I don't think...
2 laps left. Come on, you're looking good for a podium.
Yeah. Anyway, we are now in the leader. We are now the leader. Kobo is second. Elizabeth is third. Laplace is fourth.
Closing.
Mio is fifth. Sora sixth. Flayon seventh. Watame in eighth. Watame in ninth. Fubuki in 10th. And Chihaya has made her way back up to 11th place. Unfortunately, not the high positions she was probably hoping for there. I think Chihaya was one of the ones that started towards the front of the field.
Gap to Kobe.
She was definitely fighting for the lead most of the race early on. But at the end of the day, her strategy was not the one that worked out. We managed to get
one more lap.
The perfect run.
You're in the lead.
The perfect strategy.
Okay. Pit window's closed.
Pit window is closed. Okay, so you can pit on 99.
Driver in front of us is a lap behind.
Yeah. But yeah, everyone decided to pit in the last 10 laps. Well done to Kobo and Elizabeth, though. Laplace has taken third place from Elizabeth, so not quite done there yet. It is a little bit of a fight. Laplace has actually moved up into second place. To be fair, Laplace was one of the ones battling for the lead, so obviously she did something... She obviously was on a slightly different strategy. Oh no, we did see her in the pits. Okay, she was one of the, like, 94 or something. But there we go.
Well done,
that is it.
Absolutely perfect. Great win.
So that is first place for us, second place for Laplace Darkness, third place for Kobo Kanairu, fourth place for Elizabeth Rose Bloodflame. I think fifth place has been locked in with Tokina Sora. Sixth place, Okami Mio. 7th place, Tsunamaki Watame. 8th place, Makinex Flayon. 9th place, Shirokami Fubuki. And 10th place, Tsunamaki Watame, with Rindo Chihaya rounding out the 11th spot. There we go. That was a good race. That was genuinely a good race. Oh. I feel like that's more satisfying. It's satisfying to me as well because I know I suck at oval racing. So having a really good race at Indianapolis here it feels quite satisfying to manage to finish 6.5 seconds into the lead there. we got the whole thing without mistakes. I think that's the best part. No mistakes. Which is quite rare for me, I'll admit. I do tend to make mistakes, especially in longer races. So the fact that we got 100 laps without a single mess up, wild. Yeah, exactly. Oh my god. Then after Chihaya was Rio, Minaserio, Mokuko Biscard, Hosho Marine, Calliope Mori, Heckles Bells, Shishiro Botan, Nakiri Ayame, Ichiro Ririka, Tokina Sora, Crimson Ruse, Kanrei Izuru, Aragami Oga, Aki Rosenthal, Roboru, Yukoku Roboru, and Muna Hoshinova. Also, hopefully I'll remember to change my name next time. Alright. Now, I'm going to press continue. I'm not going to press view replay. Okay, good. It progressed. It did work in the last few races as well, so that's okay. We've got 150 points, which means... Where are we? We're... we've moved up to 14th. 14th overall from 26th. That's pretty good. If we can keep getting wins, I think it won't be too difficult to get up to the top. Oh, that was quite the race. Again, that was a really good race. That was really good. I am very, very impressed. All right, so next time is Goiânia, which is 53 laps by the looks of it. So obviously, originally, Goiânia was a meme race. This time, it's not going to be. So this is just going to be a regular Goiânia race. 53 laps. That should be fun. Again, I think that what I eventually decided on was to make all of these half length. Originally, that wasn't the case, but I think they're all half length now. From the original, so yeah, that should be fun. Goiânia was a fun track, I will say that. So look forward to that one. What else do we have coming up? Well, obviously on Wednesday it is back to Monster Prom. This time with Monster Prom 2 Monster Camp, where we are once again joined by Day for that one. Friday is back to Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and then we will return to this one next Sunday. So look forward to all of that. In the meantime, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.